Welcome to our deep dive into a stealthy threat in the cybersecurity landscape, fileless malware, a type of malicious software that runs entirely in your computer's memory without creating any files on the hard drive. Unlike traditional viruses that leave detectable files on your hard drive, fileless malware operates entirely in your computer's memory, specifically the random access memory or RAM, evading file-based detection methods. This approach means it doesn't install any executable files on disk, making it incredibly difficult for conventional antivirus software, which relies on scanning for file signatures to detect its presence. These attacks are often called living off the land, or LOTL, because they exploit legitimate system tools and processes already present on your machine, blending in seamlessly with normal operations. Commonly, fileless malware leverages built-in scripting languages like PowerShell for executing commands or Windows management instrumentation, known as WMI, to manage system events without external files. The infiltration usually begins with social engineering tactics, such as phishing emails with malicious links or compromised websites, tricking unsuspecting users into executing harmful code snippets directly. Once inside your system, the malware executes directly in memory, often manipulating the Windows registry to ensure persistence across reboots and establishing a backdoor for long-term remote control by attackers. It then exploits trusted processes, often referred to as LOL bins, or living off-the-land binaries, for malicious activities like lateral movement across a network or privilege escalation to gain higher access levels. Traditional antivirus software struggles against these threats because it primarily looks for file-based signatures and known malware patterns, which fileless attacks simply don't produce on disk. Since they masquerade as legitimate system processes, fileless malware blurs the line between normal and malicious activity, making behavioral distinction and detection even more challenging for security tools. Real-world examples of fileless attacks include memory code injection techniques, Windows registry manipulation, PowerShell-based attacks, exploit kits, and even fileless ransomware variants like Palix or Copter. So, how can we, especially beginners in cybersecurity, protect ourselves from these elusive, memory-resident threats that are becoming increasingly common since around 2017? Prevention methods focus on advanced endpoint detection and response, or EDR, solutions that monitor overall system behavior and anomalies rather than just scanning for suspicious files. Behavioral analysis is key here, as it looks for unusual patterns in how applications, scripts, and processes interact with your system, identifying indicators of attack or eyeways. Implementing strict application control and script execution monitoring can effectively restrict unauthorized programs and scripts from running, blocking potential fileless payloads at the source. Regular patch management is essential, ensuring all your software and operating systems are up to date to close known vulnerabilities that attackers might exploit for initial entry. User training is also crucial, as social engineering through phishing remains a significant role in the initial compromise, helping users recognize and avoid suspicious emails or links. Finally, adopting the principle of least privilege to limit user permissions and network segmentation to isolate critical systems can greatly limit the damage if an attack does occur. Understanding fileless malware is vital for beginners in cybersecurity, as these sophisticated, fileless threats are increasingly common and significantly more likely to succeed than traditional file-based attacks. By focusing on behavioral detection, EDR tools, and robust prevention strategies like those mentioned, we can better defend against these invisible adversaries lurking in memory.